Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pixelerate. Today I will be having a serious geek speak with you guys. This is a new type of show thing. I've had an explanation video a little bit earlier, a couple of days back, I think a couple of weeks back even. And the thing is, I'm just gonna go rambling on about my opinions on things in gaming in general. This episode of Geek Speak will be featuring me talking about old style games. Yeah, there's a bunch of old style games that got really awesome and fancy ass creativeness going on in there, and these days games kind of have less of that. There are games, however, that bring back the old creative styles. The things like Dungeon Keeper, the whole dungeon management thing. There's not really a lot of those games. Well, it is a game that really, you know, there's something awesome about it, something creative about it, something which some people might even consider new these days, which is weird because it's an old style concept. Also, pointing out another game in there, Commandos. I don't know if any of you guys have played that or even know it. It's a strategic game, but it's not RTS or turn-based strategy or whatever. It's you know, you got a couple of guys with a couple of guns. Every guy got a specialty, and you got to do missions in, well, a World War setting, really. But it's just good, and it really tickles your mind. It's kind of like playing a puzzle game, and, well, action-based puzzle game, and you have to think through every single one of your steps. These days we don't really have games like Commandos anymore. It's, you know, heck, if you know one, just let me know in the comments, because I would love to play another one of those games if they're good. Commandos is just a typical, you know, it's the first game that pops to my mind when you're thinking of old creative games, and it's just wonderful. And these days there's barely anything like it. Now another thing, another game I want to point out is Z Steel Soldiers. Lots of you might know that. It's a wonderful strategy game. The thing is, why am I naming that one? It's because it's got this, you know, it's an RTS game without resources. It creates units based on amount of time you got, and you don't build buildings or whatever, you just capture territories in which buildings are at, and there. You can also do all kinds of fancy stuff like ruin the buildings right before somebody else tries to capture your stuff, and it's different. And what I'm trying to say here is that I'd like to see more games in the future that got, well, you know, different things than what we're used to now. Now, Dungeon Keeper, getting back to that a little bit, because everybody knows these days that Dungeon Keeper is pretty much the way to go when talking about management games. It's a wonderful, glorious game. It's got so many good elements, and everything about it is just wonderful, you know, except for a couple of things of which I'm like, yeah, this multiplayer's kind of ruining the fun by using specific spells. But that doesn't really matter, because heck, you can talk to people and say, hey, let's not use that, and then we're good. It's just a wonderful game, full of creative things, and it's even got like loads of funny, humorous things in there, and it's brilliant. Now, the idea now is that I'd like to know what you guys think about modern games, and how you would like to see elements of old style games getting back into the new things. And heck, you might want to start a discussion in the comments about what games you want to see, what elements of in future games. Just go nuts and talk about stuff and try to see if we might be able to pitch some ideas to hack developers and see if they can get the creative process flowing beyond making yet another shooter with, you know, war things and the things that tire me out these days. So, my name's been KillerChair. This was the first Geek Speak. Old style games and things I'd like to see in future games. Heck, there's a lot more old style games that I love and cherish, and of which I would like to see elements go back into new games with the modern technology that we have now. So, yes, like, comment, subscribe, and especially leave your opinions in the comments. I'd like to see what you guys think on old style games getting back into the new flow. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.